Would y'all consider him disruptive?
Yep.
You would? Okay.
Yep.
I'll stick with that word. I'll stick with that word. Yeah.
People have the sentiments that you guys have, and let's see.
Y'all disruptors. Okay, there's a bunch of people like that. Steve Jobs was like that, right? But the challenge that you face is if you're in the construct of the NFL or corporate America, you can disrupt, but you got to understand what's coming with that, right?
The problem is with black people, like they're living in fear. No one's disrupting. Y'all missing the purpose. The purpose is you hurt. Coach said, "Get the fuck out of here."
I would have been crazy too.
Of course, what you gonna do? And then it's a build up. Then it's a build up. Then it's a build up. Hold on. Yep. It's a build up. Yep. As a player, certain shit done went on over the whole course of the year. Things done went on. How they treated you done went on. All this you get building up daily. And now for me to get to the point where I'm hurt and I can't go, and you saying get the fuck out of here.
Share that narrative though. That's the thing too.
Because that's what I keep telling him. Like
in that situation, was the bonus going through your head?
Listen, man, I got enough money. If I need money, I go play hurt. Right. I was telling him I can't play. It's bigger than the money, bro. I'm trying to win another chip. I'm trying to do something special. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Right. If you're trying to win another chip, what if they go win the chip right now?
I mean, that's great. I did what was best for me. Like I just told you before in the conversation. Where I'm from, we might blow it a little different. We all got different ways of how we look at life. Yeah. B. Marshall, he probably wouldn't have took his shirt off. However you would have did this situation, how the coach did. I did what I did because that's what my heart needed me to do. That's how I felt. It ain't nothing to explain to no one. Like, what you would have did probably was different. Yo, this is what I did.
So if it's not about money, why go on another podcast and complain about your incentive-laden contract?
What was the complaint?
About his contracting compared to others like Gronk and others on the team when he said there was nobody better than him on there. If it's not about money and you have enough money, his words, yes or no?
We talking about that isolated incident. Now, talking about somebody else's bag and his worth and all that, that's a different conversation.
About his own bag.
That's a different conversation. But what I'm saying is in that game, like he just said, if it was about money, he would have went out there. Now, watching that clip, I may think, let me think what's real, what was more than likely to happen, because it could be a combination of the two. So he out there trying to think, okay, cool. We getting slapped this game or whatever it is. Let me save my ankle because we go to the playoffs. I want to help win the Super Bowl. So I come off the field and the coach tell you to go and you like, nah, I ain't going. And let's not act like that don't happen. That happens too.
It didn't happen that game, but yeah.
So let's say he came off the field. Let's say he could have really went back out there, but he didn't see the reason, because when he walked off the field, they was losing like 20-something to
24-10.
Yeah, okay. So he might have just packed it in. Okay.
So he gave up on his team because they won that game.
So that's what I'm saying. You
want to call that quitting on the team? So that means I've seen players quit on their team every weekend. Because you trying to tell me that players go out there and leave it all on the field all the time? No, it's some people that don't play 100% when they know that they're not 100%. Come on, let's be real.
But you just said it before I did.
No, all I'm saying is he was like, okay, I'm just saying, let's just say he even decided, okay, I'm not really 100%. I'm not even 75%. So let me reserve myself because I'm really hurting. It ain't like
Did they win that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they came back and won that game.
Oh, so they came back and won.
Yeah, they came back and won. Of course, it's
so he quit. So he quit before he knew they was gonna come back and won. He just walked off the field before he started saying his ankle hurt too much, so he can't play no more.
It's a simple matter of just managing your injury, bro. Let's not act like everybody don't go out there and manage their injury. You go until you can't go anymore. But now that is a form of quitting. I get it. I agree with you. I'm not saying I ain't saying he a quitter though.
What are you saying?
Perception.
I'm just saying that I can see that being the case of managing the injury. That's all I'm saying. He could have just managed the injury. That does not rise to the level of your coach kicking you off the team. I don't see.
No, it doesn't. But as he said in this interview that you're playing, he said there was other things that went on during the season, which is what I was saying. That
Right.
it reached a boiling point.
Yeah,
You can't just isolate one thing.
No, I'm
You know what I
not.
mean?
I'm
If
not.
it's a compilation of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't. And I'm saying that all that is stemmed from way back when he was the receiver coach in Pittsburgh. They had a disdain for each other since then. And that happens.
Okay, but when you have a team publicly stand by you, at what point is enough enough? Especially when you are on a zero tolerance policy and there are incidents that come out. You go to, there's lawsuits about what happened. You throw in ottomans and stuff off your balcony in your residence and having the police called. The Bucs look past that. They look past all these other domestic disputes. Then you have the COVID thing. Whether it was just him or whomever else, it doesn't matter. The fact is, AB was part of that. And on a zero tolerance policy, they still let him stay. They let him ride out the suspension. He comes back, and then he does that to them in a public display, throwing the helmet and telling the coach, "No, I'm not going." At what point is enough enough?
He threw the helmet. That's what we saying.
Well, he did all that after he told him to get off the field, but he hasn't still, bro.
So let's ask this question that Charlie asked: did he quit or did he get cut? Because I'm gonna say he got cut.
His wide receiver coach can't cut him.
I'm gonna say he quit. I'm gonna say he quit before he got cut.
He got cut.
Okay, but so he's the position coach can't cut you.
Correct.
Right.
So, but AB saying, well, since he gave the throat slash and all that, he walked off. You could say he did both. You can really say, in his mind, he thinks he got cut. So he walks off. Everyone else looks at that and says, bro, you quit. That's not that's not you getting cut.
Bottom line is he quit before he got cut. He shouldn't have walked off the field like that. Playing sports at starting at a young age, bro. You don't walk off the field. I don't care what the coach done told you, because sometimes everybody's in the heat of the moment. He might tell you to get off. I done seen a couple of coaches tell people to get off the field, go take your shit off. That don't mean they walked off the field though. They went and said they got their ass behind everybody else. They got their ass behind everybody else and let the coach finish coaching the game. And then after the game, coach called him in the locker room. They had a conversation, and that was that.
No, not in the NFL.
You don't just walk off the field like that, bro. Especially when you under all these things that you can and can't do, and you steadily been breaking rules. Come on, man. It's rules. It's rules in life, period. It's rules in life, period. And if you want that kind of money and you looking for that kind of money, then you got to obey the rules that come with getting that kind of money, period.
What? No. Okay. So what rules did he break down there? What? Because he threw something off the ottoman. They were saying he got into a fight and then he didn't get charged for it. It's a mere fact that his name keep popping up in the media. Then he's an issue, but he didn't get waived. So let's not try to hold things against him that the team didn't hold against him. The team didn't waive him before this.
Okay, no, they didn't. That don't mean they still wasn't making check marks in that folder. You still got a personnel folder. Everybody, I don't care if you in the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, you working for corporate America, you working for Google, Sports Center. I don't care who you working for. You got a personnel file. And after getting so many checks in that personnel file, something's going to happen to you. You're going to get traded. If you in any of those leagues I named first, you're going to get traded, or your ass is going to get thrown up out of the building. You're going to call the security, going to come and walk you up out of Sports Center or Google.